So the 37th U.S. Open men's final about to begin. 20 different men have won the title here. If Federer wins, he could be the 21st. It will be Lleyton Hewitt serving to start the men's championship.
And you mentioned how Hewitt hasn't dropped a set. I'll be shocked if he can somehow win this title without dropping a set in the final against Roger Federer. Federer, best player in the world this year by far.
No, Federer saying he felt like he needed to come out and be aggressive against Hewitt. And it's interesting too, Jimmy, that each man places such a different emphasis on that Davis Cup match that you talked about. For Hewitt, he draws a lot of confidence from that. For Federer, he just kind of brushed it aside and said, well, I wasn't the same player then.
That's the problem for Lleyton Hewitt in this match, is against other players, he can run down virtually every shot they can hit from the baseline. But Roger Federer has that forehand, that weapon of a forehand that when he steps in, it seems as though no one can get to it.
15:30 here. Right away, Roger Federer asserting himself. He'll have 2 break points in the opening game.
Usually in a Grand Slam final, there's a little feeling out process, a little nerves maybe to start the match. Don't see any of it from either player, really. Hewitt is playing his game. He's not made unforced errors. He's just watched a few winners go by.
Hewitt won the toss and decided to serve. This was his own decision, and he's down 2 break points. And he double faults the opening game to Roger Federer. So Federer already up a break of serve here in this first game of the men's final. And I think that's got to go up there as being pretty surprising, even as good as Federer is.
The thing is, Hewitt coming in has never played better in his life than he's playing right now. He's serving better than he's ever served before until that double fault. He's been hitting some aces, getting a high percentage of first serves in his other matches.
So Federer already up a break here, serving at 1-love.
What a start.
And Federer very aware of the historic precedent he could set today by being the first man to win his first 4 Grand Slam finals. He talked about it in the press conference. It wasn't something he tried to stay away from. He seemed to embrace what he could accomplish here.
He has an incredible record in finals. Federer, he's won his last 11 in any tournaments.
First mistake from Roger Federer. Still a 30-15 lead. Federer jumps up 40-15 in his opening service game.
Tough to see for Hewitt from his perspective what he can do, because if he gives Federer a forehand, a look at a forehand, he really gets pushed back behind the baseline, Hewitt.
And an easy hold for Roger Federer. So we've already finished 2 games here in this men's championship. And Lleyton Hewitt Already down a break. 2-love. These two have met now for the third time in the Grand Slam this year. At the Australian Open, it was Federer winning in the round of 16. We talked about that a little earlier. Federer also winning at Wimbledon. That was a 4-set match, but Hewitt was up a break in the fourth against Federer at Wimbledon, lost it, and eventually lost the match.
I think you just saw some of Hewitt's strategy is go out wide to the forehand to try to attack the backhand side. He missed the approach shot down the line that time. They've played a couple of matches this year where the sets that Federer has won have been demolitions. A couple of bagels, a couple of 6-0 sets. 3 of them in the 3 matches they played this year. 6-1 in the first set of that Wimbledon match.
And Lleyton Hewitt with his first winner.
Hewitt's got to figure out a way to keep it close, because I think if it gets tight, he has a chance. That's when his fighting spirit will come through, but there's a possibility that he can just get overpowered.
His third point of the match. 30. And now Hewitt up 30-15. Hewitt on a 16-match winning streak. And back a couple of tournaments ago, he won Washington and Long Island, the only player to win back-to-back tournaments coming into the US Open. Oh, what a return from Federer. And it's 30-all as Federer threatening again.
Federer just looks so casual. He moves wide to hit that forehand return winner. Just sort of strolls over to the other side. Nothing to it.
Hewitt playing for a lot of prize money today as he was the winner of the US Open Series. And again, Federer will have a break point. Hewitt winning that US Open Series. If he wins this match against Roger Federer, not only would he collect a check for $1 million, but he would pick up an extra $500,000 as a bonus. If he loses, his total prize money today would be $750,000. So either way, he's going to have a good payday. He's down another break point, and already down a break. Oh, a disastrous start for Lleyton Hewitt. 2 double faults at break point. And Roger Federer has a commanding 3-love lead in the opening set. Federer had it lined up, put it in the top of the net.
Hewitt pressing a little bit now, trying to get more aggressive. I don't know if that's his game plan yet either. He's going to have to stick with what he does best for a little while and see if Federer can cool off. But Federer's Looking pretty good today.
Oh my gosh, he has come out of the gate so strong.
Well, because if he's ripping backhands like this, that is his weaker side, the backhand. And you saw the angle and the way that ball just roared off the court. If he's hitting backhands like that, I don't know Hewitt's what anybody can do.
Well, Andre Agassi gave him a huge compliment the other day. He basically said if Roger Federer is playing his best, no one can beat him. And now another 40-15 lead for Federer. He's also trying to become just the 4th man in tennis history to win 3 Grand Slams in the same calendar year. Nylander the last to do it in '88. Jimmy Connors and Rod Laver. And well on his way, up 4-love. Connors did the same thing Federer is trying to do, winning the Australian, Wimbledon, and the US Open. That was back in 1974. And so Lleyton Hewitt, the 2001 champion, getting some support. He serves at love 4.
It's almost as if it's a senior playing against a junior so far in this match. As Hewitt is completely overmatched, overpowered to start this match. He's not able to get in any extended rallies. And that's making him press. That was a ball that near the baseline he tried to hit with a little too much pace. He's only won 5 points in this set so far.
Hewitt had only been broken 4 times in this tournament coming into this match. Today he's already been broken twice. It's called out, and immediately he'll look to Norm Chris.
But he's not going to get the over. That's on the far sideline.
See it again.
Oh, that's good.
Yep.
That's just a bad call.
So Hewitt getting a bad call. Just what he didn't need, because it gives Roger Federer 3 more chances to break him. He is perfect. Roger Federer will serve for the opening set. Up 5-love. Federer, he's just unbelievable.
It's amazing to watch because
Hewitt's just got to hope the storm blows itself out.
There you go, 21-5 in total points won so far. And one of the things Hewitt likes to do is hit in the center of the court to not give you a lot of angle. You hit the center of the court against Federer, he finds angles. You saw him as soon as that happened, he started just moving Hewitt from side to side, getting him outside of the court.
Now Roger Federer with 3 set points. His first set not yet 20 minutes old. And Roger Federer has taken the opening set 6-love. So somehow Lleyton Hewitt's got to just erase this whole set from his memory. He began the match serving as well. Hewitt's broken 3 times in the first set.
It was actually a very important game as far as this match goes. Hewitt needs to hold serve and get a little down. That's not what he needs. Unforced errors like that. He can't give away free points. He's got to play a near perfect match to give Federer some doubt. When he hits it, it's an effective shot from Federer. Is that a little bit of a shanky forehand, had all kinds of spin on it.
And this hit going in. Federer's won the last 14 points. Love 30 start for Hewitt in the second set. Well, he's human.
And the crowd goes wild.
They love the underdog here in New York, but we've also got to appreciate the artistry of Roger Federer. As you see, he is not winning any points.
I mean, that's unbelievable. 25% of your first serve points. That's what he's done the last 2 points, is what he needs to try to keep doing. Is just put every ball to Federer's backhand. At least the backhand isn't going to be a clean winner.
This has been a tournament Federer has not succeeded in, and Hewitt has. Hewitt's reached at least the quarterfinals the last 4 years here.
That's the point. The shot you just saw, that ball in the center of the court, you can't do. You can't hit that shot against Roger Federer. Hewitt does it against everybody he plays. Hits it down the center, giving you no angle, making you try to go for something that you can't really hit a winner on against someone as quick as Hewitt. The problem is Federer can.
Another break point. And Federer breaks. Hewitt at least looked a little better in that opening game, but the result is the same. Roger Federer winning the game and breaking the Hewitt serve for the 4th time. Here's a look back at the first set, officially lasting 18 minutes.
I mean, we almost don't have any words for this. 7 winners to 1, 2 unforced errors to 8. All 3 break points that Federer had, he converted. Of course, Hewitt didn't have any break points. Hewitt only won 5 points in the entire set. Question now is, can he not win the match, Lleyton? Can he win a game? That's the first question we have to answer.
And Federer gets to start here with new balls at 1-love, second set. And he is the one player that the other players will stop what they're doing and watch his matches. He brings out many of the all-time greats in the game to watch his matches. He's a beautiful player to watch.
There's already talk in the locker room about him being the best of all time. I mean, obviously there's a long way to go. Kim Clijsters, you see, Hewitt's fiance. He hasn't played in quite a while.
Now Federer getting a bad call as well. As the Hewitt ball sailed long over the baseline, it was not called. See, I mean, that was
That's not
clear
even
from up
close.
here.
I mean, that's one where Norm Chris should go out on the limb and make the over. He will now no longer be able to make an overrule, my estimation, because that was as easy as it comes.
Well, perhaps Federer's body in the way of him, but it's not good. 15-30, Hewitt's first chance here.
That's such a cool point. I love the way Federer played that point. He's got a shot that he's using against Hewitt. This little slice, it's not a drop shot, short and low. And from there, Hewitt has to come in. But he's coming in off a slice approach. He's not going to be able to cover the net that well. There's not a lot he can do from that position. It's a beautiful play against a baseliner.
30 all.
Give me a break.
Oh my. Well, Federer said after his Hinman match in the semifinals that he's even surprised himself with some of the shots he's pulling off. This has got to be one of them. 40-30.
Agassi told me he said he's a little bit like Sampras, except his backhand's better and he moves better. So people consider Sampras the best ever. Well, from Agassi's mouth, this guy's a little better right now.
And Federer holds, so he leads 2-love here in the second set. Each man has had a bad call, so that's evened itself out. And Federer has won the first 8 games of the match. Go over and switch rackets. I don't know, I think I'd keep playing with that one.
A good one. I guess he's a little annoyed. He's lost 9 points now. It's almost double digits for the match.
Well, you normally switch the rackets when you have the new balls.
If you're going to be someone that switches without breaking a string, yes.
And he didn't do that when he served with the new balls. Waited till after his service game. I just want to keep on going. Love 2, second set. 50. There's a look at the Hewitt camp. His sister in the box today. She did not sit with the family yesterday because Hewitt playing her boyfriend, Joachim Johansson.
Shouldn't have switched rackets, Sam. You're right. He's missed a couple with this new racket.
And now 30-love for Hewitt. Can you imagine the ovation we're going to get if Hewitt holds here?
I'd like to see Hewitt sort of hold up his hand, give you a come on. This ball hitting the tape and sitting up just enough for this whip. Look at that racket head speed from Federer as that ball whistles off the line.
Used every inch of the court. 30-15 as Hewitt stares at it crossing the line. And now Hewitt finally with a chance to hold. He's been broken in his first 4 service games.
It's his first game point. It's not as if it's been
Hasn't
chances
been close
to win games. It's been a demolition so far.
Here we go. Lleyton Hewitt is on the board. But it's Federer up a set and a break. 15 all. Maybe some nerves from Lleyton Hewitt. I mean, he is a two-time Grand Slam champion, but this is his first Grand Slam final in over 2 years, since Wimbledon '02.
Hasn't really been able to get out of the quarterfinals since then. That's the kind of shot he's got to make.
Federer confirming it was out.
Set up that point nicely. There's no way Norm is going to overrule that call anyway. The call was correct. It was wide. Even if it wasn't, far sideline, there's no way he's getting that call.
15. Well, Hewitt likes to sort of feel like the world's against him and have something to fight for. Maybe that'll fire him up here. It just seems to me like there's nothing he could possibly do unless Federer's level drops.
He's found a way, at least in this set, in these 3 or 4 games, of getting multiple shots in a row to the Federer backhand, and that side is just not as aggressive as the forehand. You can stay in the points.
Federer finishing off the game with his second ace, 126 miles an hour, and he leads 3-1 here in the second set. He always looks so relaxed out there.
One of the few times we've seen Hewitt scrambling from the back of the court and able to stay in the point. Normally, after 3 or 4 of those big forehands, Federer hits a clean winner, or forcing enough shot to cause the error from Hewitt.
Well, a 30-love start for Hewitt. Hewitt was the #1 player in the world back in 2001 and 2002. Federer has held that title since February of this year. Well, he's had the double fault bug today. That's his third. His first 2 were at break point, however. At least he was up 30 love. Well, you just know you've got to be perfect. Or I guess you feel like you have to do.
It's going to get a little frustrating after a while. Look at how Hewitt is just forced all over the court. And Federer looks as though he's got time to have a spot of tea in between shots. I mean, he seems to have so much time. Hewitt seems so rushed.
Federer leaving the return short. And Hewitt finally punishing one. Roger Rashid on the left there, Lleyton Hewitt's coach.
John Fitzgerald with his head in his hands.
Game point here. Hewitt trying to win just his second game of the match. And he does. Well, a few unforced errors starting to creep into the Roger Federer game. Those Aussie fans have got to be happy with that. With Federer remaining up a break here in the second. Roger Federer, a set and a break in the men's singles championship. Training his third Grand Slam title of 2004. And now love 30. First time Hewitt's been here. As you see, we flip-flopped on the unforced errors from set to set.
Distressing thing for Hewitt is he's still down a break. Even with those unforced errors flip-flopped.
Well, the opening set, Federer won 24 points, Hewitt just 5. In the second set, Federer with just a 1-point lead, 16-15 overall. Much closer, but again, as Jimmy said, he's still up a break. He has not wasted a break opportunity, Federer, converting on all 4 of his chances.
Having said that, you would have converted the first 2, Sam, as they were
Sure.
2 double faults. A lot of help from Hewitt in that first set. And a couple of bad errors here from love 30. You've got to force Federer to hit some winners when he's not playing as well. He's made 2 silly errors for him, Lleyton Hewitt. He's got to play a near perfect match. That's the problem. That shot's beautiful. Gotta tell you, that's not a drop shot exactly. That's a short, low, cross-court slice. He's got everything. Roger Federer, this is a tough ball to deal with.
He was asked what shot he'd like to improve on, and he didn't have an answer. He said, I feel like I'm playing pretty good. I don't really need to improve any one shot. If it's not broke, don't fix it.
I think he could improve his backhand a little bit. I know that other people think I'm nuts, but he mishits many backhands like the one you just saw. Now, granted, they all seem to go in, and they have a lot of spin on them, but it's not that solid of a shot at times when he's trying to roll it.
It's starting to show a little of his trademark fight.
Dangerous guy to serve and volley against is Lleyton Hewitt. That's when he has a target and you're coming in. That's when he does his best work. And serve and volley, good return. Forcing that half volley short.
And now Lleyton Hewitt will have his first break point of the match as a result of this passing shot. And it is a very quick moment as Federer rifles the ace past Hewitt, 125 miles an hour out wide.
That's demoralizing, as most of this match has been for Hewitt so far. Finally gets a chance, and he gets ace twice in a row.
At 128, his fastest has been 129 here in this match. Oh, wow, down break point, and he reels off 3 aces to hold. And you talk about demoralizing.
That's just wrong. You gotta make it. I mean, you gotta be able to get your racket on one, but all 3 serve big and on the lines. In huge moments.
So Hewitt just trying to hang in there, 2-4.
That's the shot he hits better than anyone in the world. The forehand that you just saw from Federer. He's in somewhat of a defensive position after hitting this backhand roller on the run, and he turned the point around so quickly.
Well, somewhere, Andy Roddick's probably glad he's not in the final today.
Well, it would be a little different story with Roddick. Roddick would be able to still hold serve
Roddick
with that power.
Roddick, the number 2 seed and defending champion. I don't know if anyone can handle Federer today.
Well, Roddick would still probably lose, but as he always seems to do to Federer, but at least he can hold serve.
I'm joking. I'm sitting here glad it's not me out there.
Well, this counter-punching style that Lleyton Hewitt has, it's just a perfect showcase for Roger Federer to show you how great he is.
And here's another chance for Federer to break. Love 40. 2-4, second set. Hewitt saves one. Federer will have 2 more if he needs them. First break point, Hewitt is saved. And Hewitt saving a break point with an ace. But still 1 more to go for Federer. It's Hewitt's biggest serve of the day, 121 miles an hour.
It wasn't just the pace, it was the fact that it hit just a smidgen of the line that helped things out. Needs another one of those.
Ooh. So Hewitt saves 3 break points. He had not saved one in the entire match until this game. Got down love 40 and has brought us back to deuce, but still not out of trouble.
This could turn out to be an important game if Hewitt is able to somehow hold on here, because certainly he was on the verge of being down 2 sets. He can hold and somehow break back. All of a sudden, he's sort of back in this match.
The break here would be further catastrophe because it would allow Federer to serve for a 2 sets to love lead, but Hewitt's got a game point here, trying to avoid that. And Hewitt holds down love 40 and comes back, but Federer remains up a break. Lleyton Hewitt was down love 40 in the last game. Federer had a chance to break, 3 chances, couldn't get it done, and so now he'll serve at 4-3. Still up 1 break here in the second set.
It's a slow, subtle shift in the momentum here in this match all of a sudden.
Guessing right.
And that's the difference. He's starting to guess right. He's not panicking as much in the points. You saw early he was panicking, looked rushed. Doesn't look as rushed now.
Hewitt pushes it long, but he was in control of the point.
He knows it. That's why he's yelling at himself. He knows that every point is so crucial. He had Federer dead to rights here. Can't afford that kind of error.
Oh, Federer with a gift.
Give a little credit to Hewitt just from the standpoint that he guessed right. And I think Federer saw that and tried to make this shot just that much better.
15-30, another small opening for Hewitt.
Heard Federer with a little come on there. He did suddenly tense moment here in this second set. Things have gotten more difficult.
Here we go. Hewitt for a second consecutive Federer service game with a chance to break.
Federer's got to hurry up back to his bag and get the racket he used for the first eight
racket.
games.
Yeah.
I mean, it's ridiculous. He's made a lot of unforced errors since then. Not an ace this time to save it. As he goes for it on second serve. Oh, he rushed it, Hewitt.
Now nothing going Hewitt's way. We had Federer stumbling around back there.
Wrong footed, and Federer did a good job to get it back in play. And you can see Hewitt just wasn't quite in position for this backhand. Good footwork from Federer, but got lucky again in this game. He's been lucky twice now.
So the break point saved. And now game point behind that big serve. Federer served 3 aces in his last service game to get out of break trouble. It's not an ace, but a service winner. And Federer now a game away from a 2-sets-to-love lead. Hewitt trying to stay in the second set. 3-5. This is the 11th US Open final with an Aussie. Hewitt in 2001. Before that, Patrick Rafter. Federer trying to pull the trigger just long. The fans here in Arthur Ashe Stadium getting to see one of the game's all-time greats in Roger Federer, and he is at his best so far today.
said that, he's missing some in this set now. That's 12 unforced errors in this set. He only had 2 in the first set.
No, he can't guide it back in. And Hewitt up 40-15.
How lazy was Federer there? Lob over Hewitt's head, and he didn't come to net behind it. He just stayed back and chipped another short one, brought Hewitt back to the net.
Well, Hewitt holds. But now Roger Federer, after this changeover, will have a chance to make this match a 2-sets-to-love affair. Let's see what Hewitt can do about it. So the world number 1, Roger Federer, trying to make this a 2-sets-to-love final. As he now serves at 5-4 in the second set. Misses on the first point. Some of the Aussie fans here in Arthur Ashe Stadium.
We haven't seen much of this in the second set any longer. After the 2-love lead, Hewitt has started to seemingly read some of Federer's shots. He seems to have more time than he did.
There's a shank. Hewitt going to run over and see what it does.
Surprised it didn't go in, as he's the king of the shank backhand, Roger Federer.
You don't want to turn your back on that ball hit from Roger Federer.
This one was extra shanked, however. Sky high.
And Hewitt with a good chance here, 15-30, as Federer trying to close out this set.
Can Federer serve bail him out again? Because once the rallies have started in the latter stages of this second set, Hewitt has had the better of Federer. Those are the errors he's made in the last 2 games. The short ball, incredible.
30-all, Federer 2 points away from a 2-sets-to-love lead. Nope. Well, these guys loving it because Hewitt's got another chance to break. The last 3 Federer service games, Hewitt has had a break point.
And the crowd, which wants a match, this has not been a match until the last few games, will explode, I think, if Hewitt can break. Going to have a chance with a second serve. At least he should be in a rally.
Federer saves it again.
That's just too good. This was vintage Federer, that approach. He was a little more careful than he might have been at other times because how big the point was. But he was still good enough to end up with that forehand volley.
So Federer 2 points away again from a 2-sets-to-love lead. And now he'll have a set point.
Sometimes Hewitt just looks rushed. He rushed this ball. There was no reason to try to take it on the rise and go for the shot. Federer's been giving you some free points.
Well, we saw him pull that shot off earlier in the match.
That was with a different racket, too. That was when he could play. He's making a lot of errors on this backhand side right now. It's a little bit vulnerable.
Hewitt stays alive. The deuce. Meister's sure she wishes she could be out there playing as well. There's the Federer camp. Federer's girlfriend on the far left, Miroslava. And again, Hewitt with a break point. Federer's had 1 set point in this game. A break here, we've got a whole new match.
The momentum has been slowly shifting towards Hewitt this entire second set. If he's able to break here, I like his chances of certainly of winning this set. But if he can't, 2-sets-to-love will be a tough task to overcome. He's done it the last time he beat Roger Federer late last year from 2-sets-to-love down.
Well, they've each come back from 2-sets-to-love down only 2 times in their careers. Hewitt trying to pull the trigger, misfires, and Federer with his second set point.
Too many unforced errors. That's the problem for Hewitt. He needs to play a near perfect match. Big points. He has set up the points. He makes errors. He's just waiting for one of those aces from Federer to end this thing.
Oh, he almost had it. Hewitt hanging in there.
It's amazing how the match has changed. Just from a who's on the offensive perspective here. As many of the points now Hewitt is moving forward and is dictating play. He had none of that in the first set at all.
Fourth deuce as Federer trying to close out this second set. Well, he's been so good at the net. He's only dropped 3 points up there today.
This
was
was
his 21st trip.
That was not his best approach either. That should have been dealt with a little more harshly than it was. It was a simple volley for Federer.
Now Hewitt really picking on that Federer backhand when he gets break point down.
That's why when Federer said he doesn't have anything to improve, I think the backhand has room for improvement. Obviously, the rest of the game is unbelievable. He moves so well. He can mask some of the weaknesses with his backhand. Right now, Hewitt is picking on it, approaching to it, and it's breaking down.
We just haven't seen the big serve here from Federer. And here we go again. Hewitt breaking down the Federer backhand. Another chance for Hewitt.
And he's getting a look at a lot of second serves, Lleyton Hewitt. That's ridiculous. Federer just gets a little more aggressive at break point, and he seems to make the shots. He's been a little bit tentative when he's not faced with a break point. This was an unbelievable little flick angle, taking all the pace off the ball. You see how far behind the baseline Hewitt was.
Couldn't even get a racket on it. A sixth deuce as Federer trying to close out this set at 5-4. Federer won the first set 6-love in 18 minutes. Well, the backhand has left Federer. It was so effective at the start of this match. However, Hewitt has not been able to convert one of these break points. Here's his 6th chance.
Keeps getting second serves. You gotta like his chances one of these times of winning one of these rallies.
There it is. Roger Federer seems to have lost his way here, and Hewitt hangs around, fights, scraps, and it's 5-all, a new match.
And a new racket for Federer. That one wasn't kind to him. He was struggling every game that he won. And finally, after another rally of picking on the Federer backhand, Hewitt breaks, and he has gotten himself, he's clawed his way back into this match. Even the people didn't know. I don't think Federer knew it wasn't a changeover. That game lasted so long. Instead of walking up to the net, it was to change rackets. But for a minute, he thought he was thinking it's changeover time.
The first break of the match for Lleyton Hewitt. Couldn't have come at a more crucial time as Federer was serving for a 2-sets-to-love lead. And we'll start over, 5-all. Last game close to 8 minutes long. The entire first set lasted 18 minutes.
Why switch rackets at 6:02? You were right, Sam. All that time ago, he switched rackets again, but he has not been the same player
No,
since.
he hasn't. You hate to, of course, give the racket so much credit, but that was a turning point.
What a shot from Federer, actually, in that point. Hewitt comes up with a nice half volley that he shouldn't have expected. This backhand slice was ridiculously good. Hewitt able to cover it.
Electrifying the crowd here. 40 love in the game to Hewitt. He's come back. And Hewitt holds to lead for the first time in the match.
Federer needs to protect his backhand a little bit better than he has been, and that is run around and hit some more forehands like he did in that point.
There's the serve. Seventh ace. 6 have come in this set, but most in the early part of the set. Nicely done. And now 40 love as we see some Swiss fans here in New York. Federer, the first man from Switzerland ever to win a Grand Slam. Still game points for Federer here, 40-15. Hewitt trying to avoid the tiebreaker. Federer trying to send it there to take a 2-sets-to-love lead. And a tiebreaker will decide the second set. So Federer, despite dropping his level of play, stays alive in this set. And now the first man to 7 win by 2 will have this second set.
These two have played 5 tie breaks against each other, and Hewitt has won 4 of them.
Wow. Well, this one's pretty important here.
Ooh, this one is a must for Hewitt, and he knows it. Obviously, it's important to both, but again, it's tough to come back in 2 sets to love.
Well, overall, they're very good tiebreak players this year. Federer is 16-5, Hewitt 17-6. But it's Federer with the first point in this one. And he takes a 2-0 lead.
Federer's doing a better job here, running around his backhand, not letting Hewitt take advantage of just putting it in that side of the court. Federer's raised his game just in the nick of time here, holding serve with ease at 5-6. And now jumping out to a quick 3-love lead.
And now 4-0 to Federer. As Hewitt, after fighting back so valiantly, I think demoralized would be the appropriate word again.
Now Hewitt has no room for error at all. He can't really give away another point here.
Picks up his first. And all Federer has to do is keep holding his service points, and he'll have a 2-sets-to-love lead. 4-1 now to Federer. Well, they'll change ends with Federer leading 4-2, but he gives away his first point on serve there. Still up a mini break, however. Federer with one more service point here. Taking his time here, trying to ice Federer a little bit. 4-2, second set tiebreaker. And now Federer 2 points away and taking a 2-sets-to-love lead. He's had a couple of set points here. When Hewitt was able to break. Federer with a couple of set points at 5-4.
That was a little bit of a nervous looking forehand from Federer. He didn't finish that shot.
He was waiting on his back foot, kind of falling away from it.
This is almost a replica of the way the match has gone. A quick start.
Yeah, good point.
For Federer, and Hewitt trying to claw his way back.
But now Roger Federer will have 3 set points. And he'll get 2 service points if he needs them. Yep. Federer takes a 2-sets-to-love lead. A set of missed opportunities for Lleyton Hewitt, but we've still got more tennis to play. Federer was a finalist here once before. That was in the juniors back in 1998. He lost to David Nalbandian in the junior final.
Doesn't like playing Nalbandian, by the way. Lost to him here in the main draw last year.
Last year, in the round of 16. He's turned it around on him, though, since then. Federer also today trying to become the only active player, along with Andre Agassi, to have won 3 different Grand Slam events in the Open era. Agassi, of course, has won all 4. Only 5 men to do that. This is the first set Federer's gotten to serve first. Hewitt served the opening game of the first 2 sets. Game point. And a pretty easy hold to start the 3rd set for Roger Federer. Arthur Ashe Stadium packed today as we look back at the 2nd set stats, lasting 1 hour and 8 minutes.
A lot of unforced errors in that set for Federer. Only 2 in the first set, 20 in the 2nd set, doubling up the 10 that Hewitt made. But he also still was the aggressor with 20 winners to 9. Backhand left him a little bit in that 2nd set. He was attackable by Hewitt.
Federer, of all the winners he's hit today, he's only hit 1 off the backhand, and that was that unbelievable cross-court pass. Love 1. Now we'll see how Lleyton Hewitt plays now at the beginning of the set, as he has not started each set out very well at all, being broken in his first service game in the first 2 sets. Well, there's the 2nd backhand winner.
A pretty nice one. This was a good approach. That chip backhand short. Hewitt did exactly what he needed to. Beautiful approach. He was dealt with harshly. Uh-oh, Federer's starting to look a little bit like he did in the first set. That backhand on the run 2 times now. He's hit it very solidly when he looked to be on the defensive.
15:30 here. Federer trying to seize the moment. And now, just like the opening 2 sets, Hewitt faces break point on his serve in his first service game.
Problem is, at the moment he's down 2 sets to love. He's lost a tough 2nd set, 1 hour and 8 minute set. I don't know if even Hewitt's fighting spirit can overcome this early break if it's to happen.
Well, Hewitt is broken for a 3rd consecutive time in his first service game. He loves to fight from behind. This would be the ultimate, because he's way down now.
He's going to get his wish then, isn't he? Because he is down 2 sets and a break. Here's a look at that ball that, according to our shot spot, did hit the back of the line. They just have some graphic drawn up there that's show them a picture of a really close one.
Hewitt has unfortunately received a couple of bad calls in this match. Federer's received 1. But Federer has just been too good. 30-15. A treat for these fans to see one of the game's greats at his very best. They're just so far ahead of everyone this year. I think he could probably take the rest of the year off and finish #1 in the world. Qualified for the Masters Cup after Toronto a few weeks ago, the earliest anyone's ever done that. That's the season-ending championships on the men's side. And he's up 3-love here in the third in what could be final set of the US Open Championship. Serving now love 3. And a double fault to start the game for Hewitt.
We're in a little trouble now if you want to have a tough third set if Hewitt isn't able to start clawing his way right now. These next couple of points.
Love 30. Hewitt holding on to it to the last possible moment. A good shot. Speaking of good shots, that's from high above the blimp floating over Arthur Ashe Stadium. Still a chance here for Federer. 30 way off the mark, and now Federer with once again a chance to break. He broke Hewitt in Hewitt's opening service game.
Just a shanked second serve. Again, he had some trouble with serves last year. Ooh. Wow.
Couldn't cut it any closer than that. It
That's
looked good, yeah.
He cut it right on the line, but no argument from Federer. We're back to 2-all. We're even in bad calls, at least.
Well, and at least this U.S. Open is making a strong case for the use of this type of technology.
Not the lob again.
So despite the bad call, Federer gets through it, and once again we'll have a chance to break here. Oh, it's too good.
That forehand is just a thing of beauty. It's the biggest weapon in the game right now. This was not such a bad shot. In the center of the court deep, you shouldn't be able to do that with it.
And another chance for Federer to break to take a 4-love lead. Third set. And Roger Federer is well on his way to making history as he takes a 4-love lead in the third set. Again, Federer trying to become the first man in the Open era to win his first 4 Grand Slam finals. 2 games away.
Crowd's starting to file out of here.
Yeah, you're right. A lot of
Not
fans,
even waiting for the changeover.
A lot of fans starting to leave from the upper decks. There's Roger Federer's girlfriend, Miroslava Varanek, former WTA Tour player herself. She pretty much handles the business affairs for Roger. Lleyton Hewitt. A bad dream this final's been so far. Does pick up this point. And he'll keep fighting, but Federer has had an answer for everything.
That second set was just huge. The way it transpired, the way that Hewitt fought back, saved set points. If he was able to win that set, this would suddenly have been a match.
And now Federer up 40-15 behind his 10th ace of the match. And we get to 5-love. A little casual on the 2 points he's lost. Still game point. Well, Federer just saying, here, Lleyton, stay in this game with me. That was his first double fault of the match. And the ace brings Roger Federer to within a game of the US Open title. He's never won this event. He's a game away from doing it for a first time.
It's almost as if when Federer is relaxed against Hewitt, when he has his big lead, he just plows right through him. If somehow at the beginning of the set Hewitt can keep it close for a few games, he has a chance. Federer will get a little bit more tentative, and then it gives Hewitt a chance to work the points. In this third set, he hasn't had a chance again.
And that was just the fourth unforced error for Roger Federer in this third set. He's had 11 winners. One of the things Federer discussed in talking about his game is the fact that he does play like some of the former greats with the modern equipment. And he likes watching the great players of yesteryear. He's more into that than some of the hard hitters of today. He wants his tennis to look good.
Well, that it does. Not that that's very important, but it does look good. Got to give him credit.
And now Roger Federer with 2 championship points. Hewitt saves one. There's another championship point for his first U.S. Open title. What a moment. Roger Federer has made history and won the U.S. Open for the first time.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 2004 United States Open champion, 3 out of 4 Grand Slam titles, Roger